Morning, everyone. It's Kristen with All Things Intuitive in Atlanta. I hope everyone is having a good Sunday morning or evening or next day, depending on where you are. I'm going to get the day started here, at least, with a reading about the lessons that the Divine Masculine is currently going through, as well as the lessons that the Divine Feminine is going through. I'm using the Contra Tarot, and I will put the link below to purchase this deck. Love this deck. It's basically a tarot with a lot of keywords, and you can also read reversals with this. So we're going to go ahead and get started, see what kind of energy the Divine Masculine is in. Obviously, things are jumping out. I'm going to pull a few cards, and then we're going to go from there. Okay. So the first card that came out is the Five of Coins in the Five of Coins in reverse. Try to say that twice. Things are looking up for the Divine Masculine. He may be rebuilding his life after some pretty big changes is what I'm getting. I also pulled some cards earlier from Sister Moon Tarot's more Moody Moon messages from the masculine, and one of the messages was about fighting and just real explosive combustible energy. And what I take from that, what Spirit is providing me, is that this masculine is moving forward, looking ahead, thinking about the future, either with or without the Divine Feminine, but ready to make some changes in his life. And I use him and he for Divine Masculine, but just keep in mind we all have masculine and feminine energies within ourselves. And that's just the way that I channel. I also channel for those in separation who may not ever come into union. It's really, my readings are more about the path that these individuals in physical form, the path that they are leading us toward by being associated with us, if that makes any sense. Their relationship with us has a lot to do with our own personal growth. So where the Divine Masculine is at right now, things are looking up. They are improving after a difficult time where this masculine was in the Five of Coins energy, feeling kind of rejected and out in the cold. He may be feeling a little vulnerable as well. Might be thinking that he's not adequate, not worthy, doubting himself, feeling like he's not good, not as good as he could be, and vulnerability is very likely to scare this person. With the Strength card in reverse, you can also see that this person has some issues with self-confidence. So we have this turning point where things are improving, possibly after a period of inadequacy and self-doubt. I'm just feeling like this is an ongoing struggle for this masculine, something that this person has been working on, learning, experiencing this lesson for most of this lifetime. Now, we also have the Nine of Cups coming through, and this is where the Divine Masculine is headed, at least where he wants to be headed if he continues along the path of growing, really receiving and embracing these life lessons, these spiritual lessons in relation to the divine feminine. He wants to be content. He wants to be happy and see his wishes come true, feeling good, living the good life. And you can see surrounded by friends and family, just people sitting at a table, enjoying a meal together. They're happy. There's also a diverse community here, which I think speaks to people in this divine masculine's life that really just make him feel good about himself. This is a good place, and hopefully this divine masculine is headed there, or maybe feels like he's in this energy right now after a period of excess and materialism. Another message that has been coming through as well is that this masculine is really reevaluating what it takes to be successful, is what I'm getting. It's not all about money. It's not all about how he looks, how things look, what he has. It's turning those old behaviors into healthier patterns in relationships. And it's really a message about recovery as well. So things are looking like they're heading into a nice direction for this divine masculine. We're going to go ahead and get some messages from my deck, The Hidden Truth. This is volume 2, just came out not too long ago, and it's in stock, which is nice. I always have a problem keeping everything in stock because I don't order a whole lot, and we are a small family business, woman-owned business. So what does this masculine want to say to you today? You as the divine feminine. Okay, we had this card come out. I can't do this. Well, that's an interesting one. What I'm getting from this is that, again, this masculine is having some doubts. Having doubts about himself. Wondering how he's going to accomplish this, how he's going to accomplish this contentment, even though he may be working toward this energy now. He's still really doubting himself. Spirit, we're going to get a little more clarification on the I can't do this. What's causing him to share that message for the divine feminine? So this divine masculine wants you to know that he does love you. And you'll note that this card doesn't say, I love you. It says, I do love you. And that is for a reason. The do is because you may not know how this person feels. You may think this person doesn't care about you or have any feelings towards you at all, but he actually does. A little more clarification on the I can't do this. Cares about you, loves you. You make him happy. Why else can't he do this, Spirit? I love the way the cards work sometimes. I always say the cards don't lie, and that's because the cards don't lie. He's in a committed relationship. He does care about you, has very strong feelings that you may not be aware of. But he can't do it because he is moving toward a turning point in his life where he is committed to his partner. And he can't have you. He can't love you and have this. One more message for the Divine Feminine, just overall energy, something that the masculine would like to share. And then we're going to move on to the Divine Feminine. This card is kind of peeping out, so. You had interactions in the past, and he goes back and looks at these texts and messages. They make him feel good, is what I'm getting. He does care, but he's involved with somebody else, and he's moving forward and committing or recommitting to that relationship. Things are looking up. He's working on being vulnerable. And the lesson here is that this connection, at least on the divine masculine side, is really working to bring out what is really important in life. And also with this Nine of Cups, I'm feeling like that's a focus not only on the person he's involved with right here, but family. And I'm hearing family comes first. So just know this is how he feels. He thinks about you. He's nostalgic. But because of this and this, it just can't be right now. Okay, so I'm gonna clean it up here, and then we're gonna pull some cards for the divine masculine to see the energy that the divine feminine is in. I'm gonna continue to use the Controversa Tarot as well as the Hidden Truth Volume 2. Now, I get a lot of questions on a side note about reading, card reading. My cards are pretty simple. They're messages, very direct, but a lot of people will write in and ask me, how do I use these? How do I know how to read? And just some of the tips that I have, I always clear my cards in between readings, and I knock on the cards with my right hand and hold them with my left to just remove any residual energy from the divine masculine's reading, any reading. You should always clear your cards in between readings. And if you don't, you might want to start doing that so that you have the most accurate information coming through. So we went ahead and cleared the cards. I'm going to take a look at the lessons that the divine feminine is going through. Messages that are for the divine masculine now, so he can see what kind of energy she's in. These don't want to shuffle today this way. Sometimes they get stuck. Okay, so this is coming out. We're going to take it. It's coming out. We're going to take that as well. Okay, one more. Okay, some good energy that the divine feminine is in. Right now, she's working on her shadow self with the devil in reverse. A lot of people fear the devil card when really the devil card is more about a way of being. It's a major arcana card, and it's also a life lesson, a spiritual lesson, a milestone in life. The devil in reverse means getting over some of these things in the past, getting over things that hook you. Codependency can be addictions to drugs, alcohol, sex, whatever. Moving past that. It can also be addictions to a person. Could be an addiction to the divine masculine. She is moving forward as well as the divine masculine. She's working on her shadow self, facing fears. She's letting go and really trying to work on removing these negative beliefs she has about herself. She's trying to move forward and really show who she really is. I like seeing the devil in reverse because it means that this person is overcoming these really difficult challenges. So she's moving in a good direction, as well as the divine masculine, with a nice turning point of working on her shadow. We also have the Ace of Cups. She is experiencing success in romance. She's feeling joyful, blissful, and her emotions are deepening. I'm hearing for her current partner and possibly even a past partner. Ace of Cups the cups represent emotions, and I always look at the ace as it is. It's a new beginning. It's a new emotional beginning. We have some water in this card as well. Water is representative of emotions, deep emotions. Sometimes it can be subconscious with the water, but you can see there's a spurt of water coming out, and you can also note the astrological signs here to just take those that may be relevant for you. But she is moving forward and feeling love, and I'm also getting to that overflowing love can be love for herself, that she's learning to love herself by overcoming some of these lifelong patterns of toxicity. That's a good energy to be in. Moving forward, she is in the magician's energy. She's creating, she's using her willpower, her influence. She is really good at manifesting. She knows what it takes to be successful, not only in love, but also in business, with her work. She has the ability now to create exactly what it is she is looking to create in her life. It's a very powerful time. This is a very powerful card. One of at least my favorite cards in tarot is the Magician. And she's concentrating. She's an intellectual. She's using her mind. She's backing it up with action. And she's in a good place to move forward. Her life lesson has been, her spiritual lesson has been, overcoming these limiting beliefs and all this drama here. Something that she's probably experienced since childhood, and that is nothing new if you watch any of my readings. The divine feminine and the divine masculine both have issues, challenges, trauma that they are working on separately that are in relation to their childhood. Now, for the divine masculine, we're going to get some messages from the divine feminine again, clearing the deck, really taking a look at what she would like to say to him. She misses hearing his voice. They probably, obviously, talked in person, talked on the phone, but she's thinking about him and wishes that she could hear his voice again, especially with the pandemic. Maybe an extended period of no contact again, because this is a soul connection reading with both parties most likely in separation at the moment. Interesting. I just saw 2020 at the time on this reading, and as I was getting, I miss hearing your voice, I saw the 2020, and I am just feeling she's getting some clarity about this connection. Gonna get a couple more messages. Okay, this one came out. She misses being with the divine masculine as well, and hearing his voice. Those messages kind of go together. Now we don't share the same values coming up in reverse. This deck, I'll take reversals if they come through, and also really if I feel them. I don't always feel that a card is intended for a reversal. I usually will set the intention that I'm going to take a reversal before, and if I don't set that intention, then I just turn it around, use it upright. But I think that she misses being with him and hearing his voice, and sees that in some ways at least they do share some similar values. I'm going to pull a few more. Just feeling like I'd like to get a little more clarification on any possible final messages from the divine feminine to the divine masculine. What's going on in her life in terms of her relationship, if she's in one, if she's not in one, what else does she want to share? She's hoping that the divine masculine will make amends, make things right, at least something that she perceives needs to be made right. She would like to talk to him about it. She would like to spend some time and see if their values are more in alignment now than they had been. This card also came through. And she still feels a lot of passion about this divine masculine. He's intellectual, and it may be, I'm hearing book learning. It also may be street smarts. The divine masculine is intelligent, whether he realizes it or not. She sees him as somebody who is intellectual and kind of a go-getter. Feeling like I'm going to pull just another card. See what space is she in terms of a relationship. Is she involved? Is she not involved? Let's see. Yeah, she's involved. And she's not coming toward this divine masculine because she has too much to lose. She's got this romantic relationship right here that makes her happy. This is her person. This is it. She's in the right relationship. She has too much to lose. And you know what? She probably would never risk that because she is happy. She's truly happy with the person she is with now. So that's the overarching energy here with the divine feminine. I'm going to go ahead and put this up on my awesome card stand by Fairy Tales and Cocktails. And Nilsa, I'll also put her information below. She told me she made this one especially for my new deck because it's blue and this is blue. She's pretty terrific. So hopefully you'll go over there and check out her shop. So as I always say with readings, take what you like, leave the rest. If this reading doesn't resonate for you, then it's not the reading for you. just go ahead and click off and maybe come back and watch a different reading, or go to another page and see if another reading speaks more to you. Again, I tend to channel for connections that are in separation and challenge. So my readings are definitely not for everyone. I hope you all have a beautiful day, and I hope this message and these messages, again, from both sides, from the divine masculine side and the divine feminine side, I hope that they helped both sides. And that is something that I'm feeling called to do a bit more, is really just balance out my personal readings here on Instagram and elsewhere. I do not do personal readings at this time. I just too busy making cards and too busy taking care of business here. But anyway, hope it helps, and I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you again really soon. Thanks.